Hey, can we go to the wizard's castle in the clouds?
Yeah, sure. I have to return this DVD to him of Gulliver's Travels starring Jack Black. He loaned it to me forever ago, and I've been meaning to give it back to him.
I'm so glad.
I didn't watch it.
Most notable thing about Gulliver's Travels, it is the film that was shown to challenge winners on Survivor.
I remember that.
They got all the movie snacks they wanted, and then they went to see Gulliver's Travels, and then they filmed them after watching it like they do in the commercials, and they're like, I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude, you've been reading Leaves for 2 weeks. Yeah. After that, you're like, I thought it was pretty funny. I bet fucking seeing bugs go back and forth gets pretty funny.
This one was sent in by several people. It is a WikiHow article for this one, and it's how to make it rain money.
Ooh.
This is under the category Magic and Delusion Performance Magic Tricks.
Okay.
I've never thought of someone in some sort of club environment throwing money all over the place and been like, how did they fucking do that? Wow.
Well, I've been like, how did they do that? Like, have the disposable income to be willing to do that in a crowded public place?
Yeah,
like,
is this going to help me get the money also, Griffin?
Or
It has some
just
help.
about how to launch paper money into the air.
Okay, here's what I'll say. It doesn't have to be with money, but get a bunch of pieces of paper in your hand and try to do them one at a time. No, you're going to be in the club without this article, big stack of $1 bills probably, and you'll be like, here we go, time to make it, and it all goes out in one swipe because you don't know how to shuffle up and deal. So you may not ever have to do this in your life.
Okay, but I would like to be able to be prepared to nail it if I need to. Yeah.
Check this shit out. Making it rain is when you hold a stack of bills in one hand and use the fingers of the other hand to peel off bills one at a time in rapid fashion and or throw out small increments of bills.
The rapid fashion part is so important.
Super duper important.
Like a joke otherwise.
You can't drizzle it. And or throw out small increments of bills out on valets, doormen, dancers, and prominent cheesesteak shops. I don't understand that.
I bet they did that. I bet that's something from Jersey Shore.
Maybe.
That feels like something they would do.
The bills float in the air, creating the effect of raining money. This is usually done with stacks of single dollar bills for effect. Is it Monday morning, a holiday, or just whenever you feel like? Wonderful. Time to make it rain. Fuck
okay.
Yeah.
But not pennies, right?
Not pennies.
And not pennies off a tall building. I've watched Mythbusters. That shit gets dangerous.
It does. Step 1, get some money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
does that link to a previous article that explains how to do that?
Yes, let me click on it. It just says plasma. Get rid of it.
Okay.
It says you can't make it rain plasma. I mean, you can, but it would be horrific.
Yeah, we don't. There's a scene in Fallout, actually.
Find a job. Help out your neighbors. Cash those checks. Go to the bank and ask for $1 bills. The more bills you have, the better. You want a veritable downpour, not a drizzle.
They love that at the bank. If you roll up and you cash a big check and you say all in ones, they don't look at you weird at all.
No, they love that.
They love it.
They do love it. They love to have to put in the most sort of physical effort to get you the small amount of money that you are requesting as is possible. While you're at the bank, check to make sure that the stacks of $1 bills or 20s, if that's how you roll, don't stick together. Sometimes fresh bills, all crisp and hot off the presses, adhere to each other. If this is the case, ask for rainable bills. The teller, if they've any sense, won't ask any questions.
Sorry.
Can I get those bills rainable, please?
Of course, sir. Say no more. Again, you're the fifth one today.
I want saying that normal thing.
Untraceable, rainable, edible bills.
In ones, of course, right, sir?
In ones, yes. I've got this many. How much
do you want
bills?
them marked or unmarked? Unmarked? Perfect.
Does the marking make them sticky? Because, I cannot have these bills be sticky.
Well, why not laminate your bills? If you just laminate the individual bills, this is going to go way easier.
That could be cool. Yeah. I feel like that cash still spins, right? No,
traveler's checks.
If you laminate the bills, if you laminate money, can you still spend it? This is important. Now, listen, Griffin, can I just say, easier version.
Wait, real quick, before we move on. in case me in the past is listening, sorry, bud, you never figured out what traveler's checks are. You're 42, 43 maybe, and you still have no clue. I don't think they're a thing anymore. Please stop mentioning them. Okay, thanks. All right, back to the show.
Is it legal to laminate money?
It is. Mm-hmm. As far as I can tell, you can't like destroy it.
Yeah.
Or like fuck it up in some way, but some places might not take it because can you imagine, you're going through the till at GameStop stealing as much as you possibly can, and then you get one unyielding bookmark of a piece of legal tender. That would drive me fucking up the wall.
So then cut out, okay, I've got it. Cut out the middleman, make your own money out of easily rainable bills. Why go through the process? If you're just throwing it, not for the one where you hand it to people, but the one where I'm in a club and I'm just swiping it off of a stack into a random crowd, why would that need to be real money? I'm not buying anything.
It should just be all. It should be all chick tracts and Christian pamphlets. You're just
the ones that you open up and it's like, a 20, and you open it and it's like, it makes you look. Anyways, Jesus, huh?
Yeah, that's so great. By the way, I always love those when it's like, fuck yeah, $50 bill, and you pick it up and it's like, not today, friend. JK, Jesus, have you thought about hell and death? Now. Do it now. Do it now.
That's always been really good PR for Jesus, by the way.
Super good.
Everybody gets so excited when that happens, and they're like, this nasty trick that made me excited for money but turned out just to be literature made me like the idea of Christianity so much more.
Yeah. Hold the money in one hand in an orderly stacked pile. You'll be holding the money in your non-dominant hand and making it rain with the other. Make sure you have a firm grasp on the entire stack so none of it gets away from you. Only hold as much money in your palm as you can handle. If it goes too far above your fingertips, things could get unruly or someone could run off with your cash.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. That cuts out the middleman. That's a great time to get mugged. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Help yourself.
If somebody went to steal my money while I was doing that, I would say, could you not just wait 3 seconds? Let me finish the stunt.
Hey, everybody, this guy's trying to take all the money.
Yeah, it's cool. Actually, one loophole, you can make it rain and still get to keep all your own money. If every time you do it, you just go, oops, 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 oops. And then people are like, Let me get those for you. I said oops, so you guys can't take those. And I will be I know how much was in this pile beforehand.
I would love to see that in like a Dungeons and Dragons-esque movie where a guy like throws, a handful of coins to distract a crowd, and then it's like, and now I need those back. And you just see the scene of him going around and going, I saw you pick up 2. Give me those back. I dropped them. I said whoopsie daisy when I did it. Oh yeah, okay, he did say whoopsie daisy. Those are the rules. Here you go, sir.
Peel the money off in a motion that resembles an I'll stay signal in blackjack. I don't think I know.
Oh, so that's where you wave your hand like you're doing.
I see. So you're like
linked to another article about how to play blackjack.
So you're like, before the hand touches the money, you got to get the motion.
You got to get it going. Yeah,
so that when you bring the hands together, it's like a roast beef slicer.
Yeah.
Maintain a carefree and arrogant countenance while making it rain.
That is important because if you started going, oh no, oh, here I go. Why am I doing this?
I'm doing so many. Somebody stop me.
I lost my job today. What am I thinking?
Just act like this is your normal Tuesday afternoon and the ground being rained on by you isn't worthy of your footsteps, much less your cheddar. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now, I will say that if you want to get your money back, doing it on a Tuesday afternoon at the club is probably the easiest time to do it, and then just go pick it up off of the empty floor.
Yeah. Is it okay to make it rain a bill, grab it before moving on to the next bill? So it's like you're playing your own kind of like, grand prize
I think in
game.
a practice scenario, if you're in like a hermetic
you're
just running drills.
Okay, getting creative. 1, use a fan. You know it can blow money all around a room and keep it flowing away more effectively than your own bare hands? A giant fan. Set it on a high level with enough room in front of it to add your stacks of cash. Turn it to the on position when it's not plugged in. That way, when you go to plug it in, you're in front of it when it turns on, ready to get rained on and rained on and rained on as your dead presidents swirl through the air.
Now, hold on. Is that the line?
That's awesome.
That sounded like you were making that up, Griffin.
Okay, I'm going to read this sentence.
Every part of this is... Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to read this whole thing all over again. Because it's fucking unhinged. It's one of the more unhinged. Like, from a conceptual standpoint, a physical standpoint.
And while Griffin reads it, picture walking into a room and seeing your friend doing this.
Your friend walks into the room. They are carrying an unplugged box fan and a stack of 45 single-dollar bills. You know what can blow money all around a room and keep it flowing way more effectively than your own bare hands? You fucking stupid idiot.
Yeah, your friend turns to you and says this as you walk in.
A giant fan. Set it on a high level with enough room in front of it to add your stacks of cash. Oh, so like 3 inches? Make sure you have 3 inches in front of your fan before you turn it on. Don't turn it on up against a wall. Turn it to the on position when it's not plugged in.
This is the part that they felt like they had to include that kills me. Go ahead, sorry.
Turn it to the on position when it's not plugged in. That way, when you go to plug it in,
like
to the wall.
Fucking Doc Brown. No, you've got an extension
Travis,
cord.
let him finish.
When you plug it in, you're in front of it when it turns on, ready to get rained on and rained on and rained on as your dead president swirl through the air. Life is so beautiful. The things that are possible in it.
You could also do that and just put a plastic bag there and watch it dance around on your camcorder.
Why is it cooler? Why is it cooler to turn the fan on?
Then plug it in.
And then, like, at the moment, be like, hey, everybody, here it goes.
Yeah.
And then you crouch over and crawl over and reach behind the vending machine and find the one plug and plug it in.
Yeah.
And then you scramble back up and stand. Why is that better than just turning it on?
When Nikola Tesla invented the switch, it was because he was trying to make it rain doubloons or whatever the fuck money they used back then.
Lightning bolts, probably. That guy was weird.
Yeah. But you had to fucking run to the wall, plug it in, and then run back in front of the fan to try to make the doubloons blow away. And he was like, this is a pain in the ass. What if I could control the electricity traveling into the device with a toggle on the device?
Yeah.
And Edison was like, I just built a big tube that people can get into, and the money swirls around them, and they have to grab it like little peasants. And Nikola Tesla was like, damn you, Edison. That's not the beauty
good.
Of the art, but that is fucking better. Yes, my big client Bozo's show bought it from me. I'm rich.
Make it rain over people. Sure, you could make it rain by yourself. You could run around your room spreading the dough, raining on your head as part of your nighttime routine, and then go to sleep comfortably on your piles and piles of simoleons. Or you could take your stacks and liven up any party, a coffee date with a friend or dinner time with your parents. Think of the endless possibilities.
Okay.
You absolute madman. You can't have dinner time with your parents and make it rain on them. There is no
not on
arrangement.
them. But it would be a real power move, right? You're like 23, 24, and your parents, you're going out to dinner with your parents, and your parents are like, and how are you doing on money? Like, and you're like, oh, how am I doing on money? Maybe this will answer your question. And you turn out to the rest of the tables, and you just start raining money onto their
No, you make it,
so
you honor
upset.
your mother and father, you make it rain on them.
You think that the puddles should be splashing on my mom and papa before
They've given you so much. You can't give them back 45 single dollar bills in a playful fashion while you're kicking it at Ruby Tuesdays.
A kiss of a spray. A kiss of a spray.
A kiss of a spray for mom and dad.
A kiss of a spray. Maybe start on mom and dad and then oscillate like a sprinkler around the room. You gotta circle. You can't just do one direction. You have to.
You don't want to pile up.
Yeah, you don't want to pile up. You want to hit all corners of the room. Mm-hmm. And if the restaurant's too bad, you want to space out other people making it rain so that you get a nice even coverage of the room.
So you'll probably want to coordinate together beforehand. Springing it on them could result in them diving for your cash or thinking you're a money-grubbing materialist. And who knows, maybe they'll want to make it rain with you. Talk about a flood of money. That's so fucking cool. I've never made it rain or been present when that would happen, because why the fuck would I? Where would I be when? But if someone started to make it rain and then the one person receiving it was like, you know what? Also,
that would be cool. What if everybody in the nation did that, and then we all picked up the same
how much
number
you needed
of dollar bills, just what you needed, okay?
Yeah.
And that's legally sort of mandated, right?
Yeah.
That is not a
it's
sort
not
of
legally
option.
mandated, but like be cool.
And maybe at the end of the day, if it turns out you had some left over, you put it back into the thing, and then in the morning,
you don't make has any left over. You just take exactly
what you need, and it'll
So you don't have any
all
left
add
over.
up. You know,
And then, if there's any left over, Trav, few churches, just for me.
maybe a church or two. You know
Thank
that
you,
one.
Thank you, McRae Brothers, for fixing everything.
You know that
There's a
one
church back
scene in It's a Wonderful Life where the stock markets crash and there's a run on the building and loan.
Yes,
and then he's like, you know what? I'm going to give you guys my honeymoon money. I've got like, $200 here because it's 1915. But I'll give everybody out whatever you need. And that one guy walks up and he's like, I'll close out my account. I want $40. And everyone's like, dude, that's like so much money. And he's like, I want $40. And they give it to him anyway. That man should be exiled from the community.
Yeah.
They don't show that man again in the film. He should be pushed into a river. That's fucking nutrageous, man.
Yeah.
There needs to be some punishment.
Griffin, that was really weird. That was like Travis and I were looking at a painting and you were on the upstairs floor of a museum and you're like, the guy's got to see this. And you walked all the way down and then walked all the way over. You're like, guys. And we're like, well, we're looking at this painting. You're like, no. Trust me. You got to come with me. And then like 3 minutes later, you're like, ta-da. What do you think?
I'm not wrong though, right? That guy sucks shit.
That guy sucks shit.
Yeah, it's just like,
but he's not the biggest villain. If you're talking about capitalistic villains in the movie It's a Wonderful Life, Mr. Potter steals the deposit money.
Of course, man. You don't need me to tell you Mr. Potter is bad. I just want to remind you that this one man is also bad in the film It's a Wonderful Life. Make it rain from a helicopter. Go big or go home, right? You're going to make it rain. Might as well make it rain. If a helicopter isn't readily available, find a high point you can drop it from. The rooftop, the Eiffel Tower, a mountain.
If the helicopter isn't readily available, I'm going to need some more specifics than that. Like if I can't get access to one, period, or if mine isn't ready.
I'm pretty sure any helicopter, when you put the money out the window, it's just going to suck it upwards into the threshing maw of the helicopter.
Now, Griffin, I'm sorry, but I assume the helicopter blades are pushing down, or else the helicopter would be going in the wrong direction. If the helicopter is pulling air up, it is rapidly descending. I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure it has to be pushing the air down to stay up.
But the force of the suction above the helicopter would be higher than the push force below the helicopter. So it would suck it up into the blades and chop it up forever and ever until it was a fine dust.
I feel like the helicopter expert has already cut us off in their TikTok. Like they're like, that's enough from them. So here's
I'm Hank Green. Let me tell you.
Stank Green probably does know about helicopters, though. God dang it.
Damn it.
Shoot. Think of it as charity.
Have they taught? Is there a section in this where they talk about picking it back up?
It's the last step, or just pick it back up. Because who has thousands of dollars to spend on strangers? Just know that if you do choose to make it on someone at your local Burger King, you'll probably have some pretty stiff competition when it comes to recollecting your change. That's awful. Finders keepers, losers weepers, so maybe you should stick to your living room, bathtub, or at most backyard. How much risk are you willing to take? This is a great point. If you make it rain from a helicopter, the amount of precipitation will be reduced by one helicopter ride of money.
I see what you're saying. The cost is included.
The cost of helicopter makes the rain less bodacious. Like, what if a helicopter costs $400 and you've got $430 to make it rain?
All right, so that's overhead. There's literally overhead.
Literal overhead. Yeah, it's terrible.
The problem there with it being spread out, Griffin, to your point, if I'm in a helicopter and I drop $31 bills, if 30 raindrops fell from the sky, spread out over like 12 city blocks, people wouldn't be like, oh shit, it's raining.
Yeah.
If I'm going to drop bills from a helicopter, the number of bills I would have to drop for it to register.
Yeah, Joker levels.
Yeah.
Big burlap sacks.
Yeah. Or big, huge money. If I printed my own money and made it quite large, I think people would notice that.
Yeah. The bills in Trav Nation are
laminated.
Really, they're laminated. They're boogie board size.
You drop giant novelty checks just raining down
for $1 each.
They're made of fiberglass. Hurtling
tragedy today.
Somehow the suction force of the helicopter blades push them at lightning speeds down towards the ground. And some of them, conversely, rocketed up into the air.
Chopped it up. Those were the asbestos ones. I just wasn't thinking.
I lost my husband today.
But I got $1.
I think the shard of the check I got is worth about $1.50. Hey, can we go to the money zone so we can make it maybe rain one day ourselves?